Hi guys, it's me, it's Jean. I am here to show you my final flip through of my Chunky Junky for 2023. I don't think it took me the full year to make it, but I am finishing up here on New Year's Eve, and I believe every page is covered, but there may be a few things I might still stick in there before I tuck it away. But I did want to have a video for you, and wow, today is the day. Again, I would have liked to have had a happier, more fun cover, and that's something still in the works. You would think I would have figured out something by now, but I haven't. It is what it is. It's let's see, I'm just getting started here. So page 1, I open up the book with "Say Yes." So I think that, and "Smart is beautiful." So I think those are very, very good quotes. I have some items here from a journal with Dolly, and my goodness, very cute. This one I hated to put in because it's something from another country. It's not even from England, and I'm wondering if it's a tea card. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so that's page 1. We have a lot of pages to go through, and what this is just a big giant glue book, basically a big giant glue book, and everything goes in it, everything on my desk. Usually when I sit down, I'm not planning pages, I'm just gluing things in instead of putting them away. That's how it rolls. There are some planned pages. There are some fun pages that I've planned and I've made, and I love vintage. This Coke reminds me of my father-in-law, who collected Coke products and Coke memorabilia, and I inherited all of it. And then when I moved here, I didn't have room, so it all got sold. What I'm trying to do is incorporate jewelry and pieces of jewelry into my art, so you'll see a little splattering of it here and there. I haven't really put in much. I'm going to make a book, and I'm thinking, I'm thinking about making a Valentine heart with, covered in jewelry. So that's in the works, so we'll have to think about that. Valentine's Day is going to be here in a flash. 6 weeks away, people. Can you believe that? So this is basically just a background page. Needs a focal point. Every once in a while I come up with something and I think, oh, that's perfect, and I'll come in and I'll just glue it in. So that's how that works. This is a piece of canvas that's been printed on, and I cut it out of the frame and put it in. I think I've mentioned that before. This here is from Janet Nash. She and I both watch the Chateau Diaries and follow the people there. So this is the kitchen of the chateau, and she decorated it for me, and I love it. I even put my own little teapots and teacups up there. More stuff from Holly. Holly is the mastermind behind Journal with Dolly. Okay, and here we go. Just some more pages. 2023 is over, and we have launched now into the new year, and it's just going to be a very fun year. I'm hoping for the best. 2023 was somewhat difficult, but there were all kinds of fun things. My New Year's resolution is to do a special event every month, and just something maybe I've never done before. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be bigger than life. These forest elves, oh, there's another piece of jewelry. These forest elves were from Daphne's Diary, and I cut them out and put them on sticks as directed by the magazine, and they are ready to be put into another glue book or a different glue book. So, love bright yellow. Yellow roses are my absolute favorite, and this page brightens my day every time I come in. This is a little nod to Halloween with the Wizard of Oz, people all dressed up, and the Wizard of Oz cuckoo clock. It's kind of fun. This, again, is from Holly. Ooh, that page needs another gluing, and I should do it as I come to them. I won't always, but I do like to glue down anything that's coming up. Some of this stuff was glued lightly because I wasn't for sure putting it there, and there it is still, lightly glued. I love the colorful flip-flops. They're quite a surprise because they're so shiny. And so this is fun. Just a bunch of stuff that would happen to be on my desk and all got put together. And I put her in the middle of the pin cushions, who all have a special little center to them. Anyway, I love that picture, so it went in. This is just a fun page, and made a crazy character there. It cracks me up every time I see it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the head, the body, and the legs and feet. I don't know if you can see it, but I kind of had fun making it. And this is an actual canvas that somebody painted with oils, and I took it out of the frame because I have nowhere I can hang pictures. I have plaster on my walls, and my house was built in the 50s, and it's very hard to nail anything in, and so I have not put anything up on my walls. It's kind of crazy. So well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't put anything more up on my walls other than where I found nails already in the wall. And so I just kind of work around that, and instead of having my art on my walls in my house, I have my art in my art room and in my books. So just some fun things. This is a cute little paper doll that I got from Deanie, and I love it. Put her back. So, who has plans, big plans for 2024? I'm going to be doing a scavenger hunt with caged fish. Hopefully. I had big plans to do it last year, and somehow it never got off the ground, but I'm really wanting to do it this year, and I'm not going too far. This is my Halloween. Of course, this book has everything from spring holidays all the way to Christmas in it, and everything in between. So it's not really a holiday book, but it's not just a plain glue book either. It's kind of a record of the year, but it's not in chronological order, because that kind of organization is beyond me. I can do things in order, but I really prefer to do things kind of slapdash. And so anyway, I have these somewhere in this. I have another little book that I made, and I'll show you that. This is also from Halloween. This is from Amy at Doki Forest, the free pages that she offered. And it escapes me now who did the free pages here. I credited them to Care. However, there was the three of them, but I wasn't real familiar with the third person, and now her name escapes me as I'm doing this. Maybe during the editing I'll be able to put her name up on the board. But everybody gave free pages, and I made 3 nice tags for next Halloween. And then of course my Queen Jean pages here from Amy, and I thought they turned out really cute. I really loved them. Now we're traveling into fall, still a little further, kind of a Thanksgiving page, and I really loved how that turned out. I just put napkins upon napkins all the way around, and then I had another piece like this underneath here, but it needed a focal point, and reading with a kitty cat, and this is how I grew up. That's just me. So anyway, and here we are on my black and white page. I very seldom do black and white. I'm not even a fan of the artsy black and white pictures. I'm not a big fan of black and white. However, I run across a lot of things that are black and white, so I did a page, and I do have some other things I think in black and white as well. So anyway, so this was fun to do. This was from Betsy Doodles. I bought that from her shop, and really love how that looks in the book. This, I had a couple of things that I was going to put here, and then I saw that they were postcards, and I thought I'd really rather send them off to somebody instead of just putting them in the book. So I do love the cat who has backed up into this spot. And I did add, if we can see, the sparkle on the wings that I made following Amy at Doki's channel. She made some, and they turned out so cute. And instead of finding some wings and tracing them, I just cut them out freehand, and I do kind of like it. In fact, I started to put more angels on that page, and then I realized, oh, I made them into angels or fairies. This is a little belly band. I found this at the bins, and it's so cute. It's fabric, and I think it's a bookmark, but I thought it would be very cute as a belly band, and you could put something fun in there. Not that, that's too heavy. A little bit big. But I'm going to be making some pages with this book here, and maybe a half a page would go nicely in there. But anything that I happen to run across would be very cute in there. And of course, this is just a background page, and is waiting for the right thing to come along. Sometimes the right things just don't come along the first year I have the book. So that's how it goes. My granddaughter took my daughter to Disney World for her birthday, so I made them a journal to record some of the fun things they did and foods they ate, and keep some of the things they might have picked up. So neither one of them are journal people. They don't really keep journals, but they did work on it and fill it out. And these are all the scraps that were left over. Back again in the fall, and I have some, this is all full of these little inchies that Leslie made me from Arizona. And, oh, I won't get them all out, but I've got some scattered throughout the book too, so keep your eye peeled for those. But I love the inchies, and she did a beautiful job on those. A lot of the things that are in here are just things that I've received in Happy Mail, and do appreciate whenever Happy Mail comes my way. But I don't solicit Happy Mail. I have, I should be sending out Happy Mail to other people because I have so much, but whenever I get it, I try to use it. So this again is that free, oh, here's the book. Here's the book. This is the one that Kari, these were her free pages from the event that they did. And do I have this backwards? I think I might. Yes, I had it backwards. Okay, but there's all these pages to glue in. It's a cute glue book. I've got some things glued in. And that little pumpkin, if you can see it. And it's really a cool book. It's just so cool. And these were free pages just for that week or that weekend. And I made one for me, and I made one for my grandson. So it was really, really fun. Uh-oh, I think there are some people shooting off some fireworks. We always have fireworks around here on New Year's Eve. Boo. Very cute at the end, towards the end, but scary. And then the 31st, which is Halloween. And look at that skeleton. That's so funny. But anyway, that was very fun. And that was the offering that Kari did, and her other friend this, and then Amy we saw earlier. So when they did their giveaway page and their their Halloween stuff, I really enjoyed participating in that. Okay, and I'll link their channels in the box below, so look for that. Of course, they're not, the papers are not there anymore to give away, but they do often offer something to their viewers, and they all have patron pages where they offer things. So here we go. This again is Thanksgiving. And oh, I love this little poodle. Do you see? He's a little poodle, and I think it's a dog, maybe with a poodle wig on or something. But it was too funny. Oh, here's a couple of the inchies, and another one over here. Oh, and one down here. And these were going to be background pages, but I've made my inchies or twinchies. Oh, there's another one. They're it's like discovering things. Made those the focal, so I don't want to cover anything up now. And this again is also another background page that I love all the background pieces so much. I have just not found a focal piece that I love enough to cover up what I've made here. So that's how I roll. Okay, now, again, just a little more making little people out of things. I want you to see that up there. So cute. And this is just really fun. I just enjoy this. And this is an envelope, a little glycine envelope. And I had some other stickers in it, but I've used them up, so it's ready for new stickers. This has been glued down because I love the, I love how it's folded. I just think it's just so pretty. This is vintage wrapping paper. And again, there are just too many cute illustrations from, it looks like the 50s, the 40s or 50s, to cover that up. But that was originally supposed to be a background. But I might find something that'll fit right in here. I do have Little Boy Blue, which I do like. And this inside has very cute things. Take time to stop and smell the flowers. And there's a kitty cat and a chicken. And these are stickers, these stars. They're clear stickers and they're kind of thick. They have some dimension to them. And this is kind of a thrown together page. I just make of it what you will. I had been dying to use this movie ribbon, and I never seem to have any movie anything. So we're going to go with Don Carlos as the focal for that. And apparently a murder mystery of some sort. And another Daphne's Diary page. Very much in the fall. I added the little sleeping girl into the mix. And some fall leaves and such. And then this was my sticker page, and I just put stickers all over the sticker page. And then I have, from My Take at the Lake, her email is the Krabby Crafter. So she sent us these sheets with the Krabby Crafter on them, with some phrases on them, which I've already used. And another Madeline Engel. Madeline La Engel, yeah. I do love her illustrations, and that's kind of fun. These girls you see here and there are things that I've drawn and cut out, and I'm not sure why that's up there, but I think I might have tried to add a little dimension to her hair. This is a ad from a 60s magazine, and does she or doesn't she? Hair color so natural, only your hairdresser knows for sure. And I'm going to tell you, that is something that if you're my age, or even maybe in your 60s, is something that was just a staple in your life, a Clairol hair color. And it was something that was just starting to be okay to color your hair in that era. So they really swamped the magazines and the television with ads. Okay, and this, I'm not sure why I've got a half. This is a planned page, and I actually worked at that to make it the way it is. So that wasn't just thrown together, that was actually planned. This is a nice card from my friend Mary, and oh, this has the key in the pocket to the door here. And now that I have some white pens that I got for Christmas, I can draw in the little where you unlock it. And just another mishmash page. There's some postcards in here from Arizona, which eventually I will send out, but for now they have a home in here. Some more of those shiny flip-flops. And I put her in here because it looks like something they're both saying. Kind of that attitude. You talking to me? This is another page that I haven't done anything with. I've got a few pieces that I'm going to put in here. It is somewhat, it's Christmassy because it's Christmas background, Christmas angels, Christmas washi, and I have a couple of Christmas cards that I received this year that I think I'm going to put on here, or parts of them, and maybe some on here. And I think I told the story about that page in another video. So here we are. I found strips of this fabulous fabric, and I could not wait to come home and glue those pieces in and put a focal piece on there. Now I'm just waiting for the right words for that. But I have more of this fabric. I mean, I had long strips of it. I'm not even sure. I picked it up at the bins, and I just loved it. I just loved it. So look for more of that. That's going to be coming up this year. I'll be working with that a little bit more. Another page that I just sat down and worked on while I was talking to you guys. And so you've seen that. And some Christmas pages. Now, I need to kind of move my books over. So that this will lay flat. And this is really fun. I just had more fun with my Christmas pages this year. And again, some a very nice wax seal from Holly. And I think I put some buttons on here, and I didn't glue them in well enough, and they've come out, so I've added new ones. And you've seen these pages recently, so I won't dwell on them. And of course I like this, and I love these shimmery bubbles. And oh my goodness, I got so many. I mean, I got several, at least 3 or 4 types of new tea to try. And I have opened the green tea. It's green, it's a peppermint tea, but it's called candy cane tea. It's called candy cane tea. It's green tea, and I don't like green tea. I have a hard time with it, but I'm going to tell you, this tea came from my grandson, and I dutifully had a cup of it in the Betsy, Tacy, and Tib cup that my son and daughter-in-law found and bought for me for Christmas, and I loved it. I loved the candy cane green tea, and I'm so happy because green tea is good for you, and it's so nice to have before bed. So anyway, I've been having a cup every night before bed since the 22nd when we had our gift exchange with their family. We had the whole family together for a Christmas gift party and exchange with him, because every other year they spend Christmas either with our family or with her family. So this was the year for her family. And then she hosts a get-together of some sort for our family to get together either before or after Christmas. One year we had it on New Year's Day. One year we had it in the morning of Christmas Eve for a breakfast. And this year we had it on the 22nd, and we had it for all afternoon and evening. So it was really, really nice. And I do appreciate my daughter-in-law. She goes all out to include both sides of the family in their lives. Now, this page here, and I'm going to tell you something. I have another Christmas page I made with this. And I have looked and looked and looked for that Christmas page, and I don't know if it's in another book. And I thought I had 2 pages glued together somehow, and I don't know. I don't know where it is. Oh, look at that. Maybe that's supposed to go there. Sometimes I just stick things in that I want to glue down. And I cannot find that other page. I absolutely cannot find where that other page is. And I have it in my mind. It has blues and reds, and I remember making it. I remember putting stars on it, and I can't find it anywhere. And I have tried to pull apart every one of these pages to see if it's in there, but I haven't found it. So if I do find it, I will tell you. Oh, and remember I asked you guys, I was telling you about how we were making instant pudding, and we made it fine. We made it fine for a long time, and then all of a sudden, every time it was too watery. It wouldn't set. We were having trouble with it. We thought maybe because we were using almond milk, and I asked if there was any suggestions, and nobody offered any suggestions that I can think of offhand right at the moment. Maybe somebody did, and I'm sorry if I don't remember. But my son came in about a week ago, and he said, "Guess what?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "This measuring cup, the cup level is about a ½ inch below the top. So you don't fill it to the top, you only fill it to the cup level. It's actually the measure, it's not my set, it's not my regular set. It's a little pan that looks like the Revierware that I have. And I love this it has a nice little handle, you know, to measure with. And I carelessly measure all the time, so I never fill things exactly to the top. I just give things about a ¼ cup, about a third, about, you know, and usually everything turns out okay. But then I was, you know, trying to be really careful and making sure I measured it just to the top. And I hadn't ever noticed that the line was actually below the top. So that was the problem. That was the problem. We were putting in, instead of 2 cups, we were putting in 2½ cups, because when you fill it all the way up to the top, it's an extra ½ cup because the top is so wide. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you in case you were still wondering how that pudding just wouldn't set, that instant pudding wouldn't set. Okay, this page I love. I love this this shimmery look, and the this is supposed to be Bob Dylan with that curly hair. And so I can't remember now who gave me. Was it Leslie that gave me this with she made this with a little coffee cup, and I just thought that was so cute. And then this, I don't know if you can tell with the glare, this says 100% princess, and that's a cat. One of these days I'm going to get myself a cat. And look at there, here we are on the very last page. I just love this pocket, and this is where I'm going to store some of the things I plan to put in here. But right now, everything I plan to put in here is in here, so it's empty right now. But I made this, when I didn't have any materials. I just used a napkin, and I colored some of this, and I had just a few things that I'd picked up at the thrift store. So so anyway, I kind of had fun with that when I was in Florida a couple years ago. And here we are, and this is my book. And let me stand it up. This is how it stands up all on its own. And what I do is I get a hairband to keep them somewhat closed up. But when it's open, it stands up like that, and it's not a horribly. This isn't the full size Chunky Junky. This isn't the full-size composition book. This is what I just started with, and so this is my my Chunky Junky from 2023, and I will show you if I ever put anything on the cover. If I ever do anything with the cover, I will show you. But anyway, happy 2024, and may this be just the best year ever for you, and hope it is better than 2023 was for me. 2023 was somewhat of a difficult year, but I did keep my New Year's resolution, and I did something really fun every month of the year, which I will tell you about when I show you and do a flip through of my 2023 journal. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be getting started on a new Chunky Junky. I'm not done making Chunky Junkies, but because there's a lot of things that just aren't collage stuff that I have that I like to glue in, and so I'm still going to make a Chunky Junky, even though I'm going to be doing a lot more collage this year, and hopefully some more painting and making fodder for collage fodder. But I do like magazine fodder. That's my favorite. I love magazine, books, and art fodder. Okay, that's it. I'll see you later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. If you have a favorite page, let me know in the comments what your favorite page was.